Today, I will report on the investment analysis and the final proposal of Xiaomi Group's whole house intelligent IoT ecological expansion in Southeast Asia. The content is divided into five parts: company stage, market opportunity, pricing stage, investment, evolution, and the final proposal. The core expansion direction is to dive to the ecological laws of whole house intelligence in the Southeast Asian market. At present, Xiaomi is in the top three in the Southeast Asian mobile phone markets, but the penetration rate of whole house intelligence is still low, with a clear blue sea of growth around the direction we have designed to set off differentiated, mutually exclusive investment projects. Project A: build a smart home localization, assemble factory in Vienna, Line 15 directly opted flagship experience zones in Indonesia, Thailand, and Malaysia at the same time. Support local warehousing and after-sales teams and uh, control the fueling quality, culture, and the profit margin for a long time. Project B: establish a joint venture with a loading home appliances retail channel in Southeast Asia. Xiaomi exports the technology bound organization and product standards. Local partners are responsible for channels and service. Xiaomi locate organization fields and profit sharing to achieve low risk round expansion. Both sets of solutions and loyalty protection targets in Southeast Asia. Project A matches the low team percentage of supply chain gain, and Project B matches the percentage of ecological opening and last week's expansion. Next, let's look at the market opportunities. The core customer of the Southeast Asian markets and divided into the category. The first category is young urban white-collar worker aged 22 to 35, concentrated in first and second tier cities. Young people in this age group account for more than 40% of the total population in the region. Most of they are Xiaomi mobile phone users, serving culture, effectiveness and technology sense and prefer intelligent single products. The second category is emerging middle class family aged 30 to 45. They have their own housing and Diamond is a complex set of whole house solutions. The unit price is high and the life cycle is long. They belong to the high value customer group. The second category is young tenant group aged 80 to 28 who only need low-cost small single product with low unit price and high equity. Based on the evaluation, we screwed imagine more class value to retain and improve the target customer group and formulate a strategy based on 4P marketing max. The third part analyzes cost, sale impact, and pricing percentage of the two projects from the perspective of cost and the structural difference between max and the variable cost. The director determines and the budget of project's operation, and as well as the profitability, elasticity, and risk on the sales formulations. Project A is a set-heavy mode and extremely high fixed cost, lower variable cost, and a high break-even point. The risk of low is high when the sales value is not as expected after breaking through the break-even point, and the score, in fact, is significant and the profit growth is fast. It's built to the high risk and high return, high operating legend mode. Project B is a high is a light asset mode. The Focus cost is extremely low, and the variable cost is mainly based on channel sharing, and the break-even point is extremely low. Low sales can make profits, but there is a ceiling on marginal income. After sales growth is low risk and stable return, low operating leverage mode. In the first part, we evaluate the two projects with a 9% value NPV as a core and static investment payback period PP as supplement NPV is a core for investment evaluation. Project A has a large one-time cash outflow in the early stage, the first 2 years, and at the construction period and the completing period, and the cash flow is continuously negative from the third year of the production capacity, and stone maturity. The cash flow changes from negative to positive and grows rapidly. The probability of NPV is the whole cycle is positive, but the duration since directed to sales and predation is extremely high, and the risk of fluctuation is high. The structural investment recovery period is about 4 to 5 years, and the risk of short-term liquidity is high. The investment of Project B is extremely low, only cover technology and team investments, and positive cash flow and can be achieved in the first year. However, subject to the elimination of proportion of share, and the annual cash flow growth is limited. And the upper limit of NPV's whole cycle is lower than of Project A, but the numerical sensitivity is low, and the sensitivity of market fluctuation is low. The cycle investment recovery period is only 1 to 2 years, almost no liquidity risk. Finally, the compression and the final proof we compare two package projects from two core dimensions and the level of customer needs. Project A has a better conversion and retention effect on high value family, but the coverage is limited. Project B has a wider coverage through low channels, but the bond experience is slightly weaker. Conspective solution, I choose Project B. Let's ascend ecological empowerment mode. There are three core reasons. On the whole, Project B marketing opportunities through local channels, sensible value with targets, profit pricing, and control risk. With light asset investment, it not only controls Xiaomi bond positioning, but also quickly expand LT coverage in Southeast Asia and create win-win long-term value for the company, users, and partners. That's all for the report. Thank you.